The first speaker is going to talk about the value and utilization of ocean data in the AI era. And the speaker is the head of AI Analysis Division, Jeon Hyong-mo. And also he achieved a Ph.D. course in the US, and also he's serving as the head of the AI Analysis Division. And also he is serving as a professor at the Marine and also Fisheries Studies University. He is a very best and also renowned figure in the arena. Please welcome him with a big hand.
예, 안녕하십니까.
Nice to meet you all. So I guess the moderator introduced me in a gracious way. Anyway, I am Jeon Hyong-mo. I'm head of AI Analysis Division from KMI. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the value of ocean data and how it is utilized in real life. I am working at KMI, government-funded agency, research entity. So today, we are going to talk about the public data managed by the MOF. The ocean data managed by the MOF is just as you see on the slide. So this is what the categorization that's done by KMI. So this is not an official category given by the MOF. KMI operates more than 60 ocean platforms, and some of the platform is public, but some is for internal MOF use. So you can categorize into 5. We have Maritime Safety and Management Platform. Second is Fisheries Management Platform. Third, Marine Environment and Resource Management. Fourth is Port Logistics. And fifth is Maritime Information and Administrative Support. Let's take a look at it in detail. First is about maritime safety and accident management. So there is safety part, accident management part, and navigation support part. In each system, partly it is open, and partly it is used internally within the MOF. We have GCOMS, which is Integrated Maritime Safety Information System, that is for the public use. And for Maritime Accident Tribunal Support System is for the internal use only. And the accident part, navigation support part, we have e-navigation system for intelligent maritime traffic information system. And these are the part of the data that the MOF gather. This is the UI of GCOMS. As you can see, there are a lot of data shared on the platform. This is the piracy information that occurred in the sea near Singapore on 14th of September. Just like so, you can gather accident information and other illegal activity information. You can see the report and check what kind of accident is taking place at sea. This is the system that we have for maritime safety and accident. And next is fisheries management. We have fisheries part, administrative part, resource management part, and fishing village development, seafood distribution and safety, and education and support. Just like the previous platform, partly it is open for the public use and partly it is used internally. Again, there are various data shared here. This is the fisheries management platform, one of the fisheries management platform. This is led by the MOF and the actual management is done by the KMI. You can see each species, the price of production, the status of catch, and price fluctuation. And what you see on the slide is for the chopped mackerel, and you can sort it by species. And Third is marine environment and resource management. There are 4 categories: marine environment management, marine resource management, observation and forecasts, and tourism and leisure. So we considered a lot whether to include tourism and leisure into environment management because the tourism and leisure part is quite vague. So we separated it, but I think we will have to further consider whether to include it in the environment or not. In the marine environment management part, we see information integration and pollutant management, and all those data is gathered through that platform. In the marine resource management part, we have uninhabited island information management system, and the uninhabited island data is managed by the EMOF. The most important data from ocean is the observation data. So we have marine observation information system and marine forecast decision support system. And again, as mentioned before, we have tourism and leisure, and this is for public. This is the open sea data. This is ocean map service. This is for the public use. If you access this site, you can get a lot of data. For example, the name of the sea, marine safety directives, or marine forest information. So on the map, you can check. This is not for navigation. This is to just check the location or site. So we've made this site so that people can enjoy the sea environment. Fourth is more for the industry. This is for port and logistic management. We have port infrastructure management, logistics information, and other port system related platform. If you see logistic information management part, we have port management information system. This is the UI of port miss. You can see the entry and exit of the vessel that come to Korea. And the information is gathered really quickly. And last month, we can check the trade volume at port or by port. And again, this is for the public. Fifth is Maritime and Fishery Information and Administrative System. Through data management and analysis, we have integrated various systems. We have Sea Hub system previously, and we manage the R&D project through research information management. We have Knowledge Hub, 바다봄 Knowledge Service. We have 바다봄 system. If you access that platform, you can see the research project conducted under the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries and the results of that R&D project. And you can see other public information and knowledge on that Knowledge Hub. You can see where you can borrow the books related to that publications and where the organization which is in charge of that publication. This is the UI of 바다 Hub. All the data that I've mentioned before is integrated in this portal site. If you access this big data platform, you can check all the publication statistics, and if those information is not displayed on the site, there's a link to other sites, so you can refer to that as well. This is the platform related to public information. This is not directly managed by the MOF, but if it is used or related to oceans and fisheries, we gather their data here. So this is the big data platform. Various information related to ocean, fisheries, and ports including some public data and commercial data, are gathered here. This is for the trade. We have coastal big data platforms. All the coastal accidents or coastal ocean environment data are gathered on this platform. If we integrate the coastal side and the MTIS information and big data C together, then you can get a full view on the ocean of Korea. The MTIS, which is on the left side, you can see transport safety issues, vessel operation incidents, and so on. I previously introduced GCOMS. You may think that it is redundant with GCOMS, but other than that, the GCOMS, the vessel operator can refer to the MTIS, and operator can get the data they need right away. So these are for the public use. So in short, we can see our data chain like this. We have safety and security information, for example, maritime safety statistics, ship accident data, and we have weather and environment data, for example, weather information, ocean observation data, and ecosystem data and pollution-related data. We have fisheries and aquaculture data, catch and fishing vessel, fishing gear information can be downloaded from there. And again, we have marine space and resources data. Depth data is for internal use only, but marine life resources information and uninhabited islands information are shared there. And as mentioned, we have port and industry-related data. So the database managed by the MOF and KMI, we cover all the data related to the ocean. We collect all the data and manage them according to this data management system. But the problem here is that we have the data, but we need to extract useful information from the data, and the user is not clear. So the title of my presentation is about the value of ocean data. Actually, this year, KMI started a research on extracting the useful information through the data. So we initially thought that the research project will be completed by now, but actually it's still ongoing, and the target date is revised to be November. So I note with much regret that I couldn't bring the outcome of that research today, but we found out at least some problems. The data itself is a problem. The MOF data, just like other data, they are public data. So we are, in terms of the value, it has public value, but in order to use it in the private sector and commercially, then there's another problem. And the vast amount of data exists, and many stakeholders gather the data. So standardization, connectivity among data, or stability or security of the data were not secured. So the data has a name, but if you enter that form or get access that form, you cannot extract the data format that you want. And user is again unclear. So there are a lot of data providers, but the end user is not clear. So in order to solve these kind of questions, we have done a lot of research. As mentioned, there was a big data platform project called Bada Hub, and the big data platform and coastal data platform. We have established those platforms to let the private sector use it for commercial purposes. We have so much data, and we have different categories for that, so it is difficult to find the data I want. Data specialists may do it, but let's say you want to do a research on something and you want to do a business on something, then gathering the data related to what you want is not easy. So That's why AI is important in this field. This is the case studies of overseas. By this, I wanted to say that overseas countries are using AI very actively. So they have under camera system installed at the fishing gear to see the movement of ships or fish. And onshore fish farm, you can use camera to detect the face of the fish and track the growth of the fish. You can analyze the importance of the nutrients to that fish. So I included in the video here, but I don't have enough time, so I'll skip this. But if we use AI camera, then we can catch or detect IUU camera. We have actually a use case of this. There was a ghost vessel. It was really difficult to chase that because they turned out the information system, but we use AI camera to detect the IUU fishing. So it's uploaded on YouTube. So if you want, I can share the link to that YouTube video. Next is aquaculture side. As mentioned, the feeding amount or actual feeding nutrient can be analyzed using AI. This is Japanese company. They have introduced AI system to breeding, feeding, and an actual food chain of the aquaculture system. The third presenter will be from NOAA. So this is sail drone, one of the drone, oceanic drone. So there is underwater drone and various forms of drone. It uses PV as an energy and sends the information in real time. Many sail drones were launched at the coastal area of the US to get the data and do an analysis of those data. I've heard that the project was quite successful. I'm not sure whether the third presenter will cover this use case or not, but as you can see, AI is used to analyze the data. Next is the use case from the shipping industry. We can do maintenance and navigational optimization. We can do preemptive maintenance forecasting. This is the case from NVIDIA. Previous to AI, we had low resolution. We had to be far away from the actual weather forecast site, but the resolution has been increased. We can see precisely on how the weather on the ocean is changing, and the information to the vessel will be better, improved. And autonomous ship technology, we incorporated AI into this as well. This is the port use case. This is the case of the Port of Antwerp. The Port of Antwerp built a digital twin of their port. Not only the discharge and loading and unloading sites, the entire port site has been virtually replicated. For port automation, they can use it, and AI is used for port automation as well. These are the cases of overseas. And now let's look at Korean case. We can do a predictive maintenance for a vessel. Let's say if the engine of a vessel goes down, if you attach an IoT sensor and measure the temperature and vibration of the vessel, then we can do AI analysis and see when the vessel needs maintenance and repair. We can reduce the downtime of the vessel. So let's watch a short video clip on this. If you look at the video, this is how we measure the indicators. We can do diagnosis, efficient navigation, and compare it to other vessels. This is for the fisheries industry. This site is called Linked Up. So this is for the price realization or price optimization of the fishery resources. So if you visit the homepage of LinkedIn, you can check various data related to price. But if you select certain species, then you can see which the fishing company catch that fish and the amounts caught. This platform is called MapSea. This is made by a startup. This is AI-based real-time marine vessel safety system. They gather ocean data from various sources and they sell their platform. So the vessel can know which vessel or how many vessels exist near them, and they support docking and give prediction on the routes. Likewise, they gather data, give AI analysis as part of their service. This is not for commercial use, but this is the MTS system, Accident Risk Forecasting Service. We incorporated marine transportation data and applied AI and predicted the transportation volume or traffic volume at certain location. This is traffic forecasts. If you click the ocean forecast, traffic forecast, if you select certain time and date and see the forecast result, the traffic volume and accident rate is displayed like so. And many shipping companies and fishing companies are joining as a member of this site. We'll upgrade the MTS system, and I think this service will greatly contribute to reducing accidents. As you just saw, AI has already been applied to the fisheries industry in Korea and abroad, but we are still in a fledgling stage and we have a long way to go. KMI is doing a lot of research on AI as well. We have dedicated the department for AI, just like my division, and research on how AI can be incorporated in our policy. We plan to hold AI forum so that we can exchange more data, embed those data, and train to our algorithm to extract useful data. So internal data will be embedded for our use to enhance the efficiency of our research. We do R&D projects, and I've mentioned we have 66 data centers which exist in isolation. So we are going to establish an LLM, large language model, so that we can use those data more efficiently. So we are currently consulting with the MOF. This is one of the report of our research project. So how we embed the data and so on is in that report. And this is the LLM that we envision for the ocean and fisheries. We have port myths and other public data. We have other institutions, for example, MOF, KIOS, and KMI. We are going to gather all those data to form a large language model for ocean, so specific use. And based on that, we are going to build an AI infra for the public use. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.